Memorize the 10 guys on the field before you went in there?
I did not, man. I just, when I first got here, I made it my business to, learn everybody's name. And I was a new guy, so I was an odd man out. So I had to just, be friendly and just introduce myself and I got a good memory, man. So I just made sure I know everybody's name on the team and build a relationship with everybody. So it's been good for me.
For a first-year guy on the team, this is your second big game week, which is pretty.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, uncommon.
What was the first one like, and now that you know everything about the rivalry, what's this one going to be like for you?
It was focused, man. We were always focused, but like the intensity was raised a little bit higher, and the focus was higher, and just like the attention to detail. We know this is the big game. It's our biggest rivalry and very important for us. And as a senior group, we just wanted to leave Cal better than we found it, and I think we're on the verge of doing that. And a win on Saturday would be a huge win for for our senior class, for the team, for the program, for Coach Wilcox and Beckton and moving forward. So it'd be good.
When you were at Michigan, how aware were you of what Cal was and what they were doing?
I wasn't too aware, honestly. I knew of Cal. I watched a couple of Cal's games, but I wasn't too aware like the rivalry games and the tradition here and things like that. But being here for the past 6 months, though, I've got caught up to speed very fast. So.
And how's this one compared to the game?
I mean, this is our game, so that's what I'm worried about, So I'm excited for Saturday and playing Stanford.
And what did you think about the game on Saturday?
Hey, we got a W. Cal got a W, so that's what I'm happy about.
Coach said that from the day one here, you really immersed yourself in the team and everything. Has it been important to you to learn some of the history and rivalries and all that?
Yeah, I think so, because I just think that gives you a better understanding and respect for the game, for what we're playing, especially the USC game. I knew a lot going into that game about, how we haven't won in X amount of years, and it's a big deal to the alumni base here and the fans here. So we made it our business to make sure we change, the culture there and change that tradition and get a W. So same thing for Saturday. It's a big game, big rivalry game. I know same thing with USC. Haven't beaten them in a long time, so looking forward to breaking that tradition as well and starting the trend for Cal getting W's.
After Saturday's game, you talked about how emotional you were to be able to get the touchdown. What was your family's reaction when they saw you?
My mom cried. My dad almost fell over the banister. I'm sorry. Almost fell over the banister. Everybody back home was going crazy, so it was really good because my family really knows the journey I've been on and the ups and downs, the emotional roller coaster has been for me the past 5 years. So that was just like ice on the cake and just a testament of my faith, like I said on Saturday, about my faith never wavered, and I just kept the course, kept working hard, kept believing in God and myself and my abilities, and it all paid off. So.
You've only been here for one of the 2 years that the coaching staff has been here, but what's your impression on what they've done to sort of change the culture and turn the program around?
Man, I think it's a family-first attitude. We really embody what it means to be a brotherhood and be a family, holding each other accountable, striving for greatness in everything we do, and we work hard in the weight room, watching film and practice. We push each other. We always do good versus good in practice. Most teams don't do that as the season progresses, but we do it every practice. And going against Cam and Elijah and Josh and going against those guys every day just makes Saturday even easier for me. So we just gotta make practice as hard as it can be, and when game time comes, it'll be easier for us to go in there and play at a high level.
When you're doing your second week of preparation for a team, what's that kind of like, and how does kind of game planning change?
It's just more comfort. We know the game plan already. We had a week to go over it. Now we had this our second week. So come Saturday, we can play fast and not think and just react and make a lot of big plays to help our team win. So the comfort level is very, very high, and I'm very excited for Saturday.
Looks like to Ashton here in a minute. Is that guy any good?
I heard of him, man. I saw a couple YouTube clips of him. No, Ash is a freak of nature, man. Honestly, I mean, his athletic ability is off the roof, and his mindset and how he slows the game down in his head. He's a very, very, very smart and instinctive football player, and it's fun going against him in practice. He don't want to see me on one-on-ones, but it's all good. No, Ash is my guy, though. Really good player, man. He makes our team so much better on and off the field. So I'm glad he's on my team.
Who wins that race?
Because of me, I'm gonna say me, but Ashton probably would be by a little bit though.
You came from a school that plays pretty good defense. What's been your impression of your defense?
Man, so I just realized today, I think all the starting DBs have a pick this year, and that's very, very, very impressive. And I think a couple of them got pick sixes. Ashton got one, Elijah got one. I think Jayhawk might have one too, but that's just unheard of for every starting DB to have an interception in a year. That just shows their preparation, their athletic ability, their instinctiveness, and like I said in practice, man, we go good versus good every day. So when the game comes on Saturday, it translates very easy. So.
getting to see him in practice the whole year, what have your impression been of Chase Garbers growing as a player?
Man, so I think probably about 2 weeks ago, it really hit me that Chase is 19 years old and a redshirt freshman, first year starting. I mean, he's had an impressive year, honestly. He's had a lot of growing pains. He's had a lot of, learning lessons and teachable moments, but he's 19 years old and a redshirt freshman, his first year starting. I mean, he's done a great job, honestly. And he's grown every week. His confidence has grown. He has ice in his veins. When the game is on the line and we need a big play, like, he wants the ball in his hands. He doesn't shy away from the moment. He doesn't defer to somebody else. He wants to be the guy that helps Cal get the W. And I'm proud of him for his growth, for his maturity. And I really believe in the next 2 to 3 years, man, he's going to be one of the top quarterbacks in the country. I really, really believe that. And I see him work every day, and his mindset and who he is off the field is even more important. He's a leader, natural-born leader. And he's a playmaker, man. So Cal's in very, very good hands with Chase Garbers behind as a QB.
You started to talk about something there I was going to ask you about. He's very calm, collected with us. Is that similar to the way
That's
he is?
That's the attitude. Even in the huddle, I mean, when the game is on the line or we need a big play, he just takes command. Like, let's get it, let's go. I believe in you. He's not emotional. He's never high, never low. He's just very even keel. And you need that out of your leader, especially a quarterback, because the team, especially the offense, kind of goes off the quarterback's emotions. So if he's very emotional, very high, we're going to be very hands up. Or if he's down, we can do the same too. But just staying even keel, you never know, just off the huddle, his presence, if we're up 35 or down 35, because in his mind, we got to make a play. He's ready to do it. So he's a very, very good leader, natural-born leader.
What does the offense need to contribute this week to get over the hump? This is a team that scores a lot of points that year.
Yeah, we got to score points. That's what it boils down to. We got to put the ball in the end zone. No matter what it takes, no matter who does it, we got to score a lot of points this week. And I think we can. I think it's time for the offense to have an offensive explosion and just go out there and just have our best game on offense yet, because we haven't had it yet. We've had a lot of good games, but we haven't had our best game as a group. And I think Saturday is a perfect time to have that first big game.
We solved your third down problem for you.
What is it?
We're just going to have the chain gang put fourth down up. You guys are perfect on fourth down, right?
Yeah. I think that's just like, that goes back to Chase. Ice in his veins, man. He going to find a way, whether it's with his feet or with his arms. When the game is on the line, we need a big play, he is ready to make it. And
so you need to tell him it's fourth down.
Exactly, right. Yeah, so just, testament to him, man. He leads the offense in a very confident way, and it translates to the offensive line, running backs, receivers, tight ends, and we all help each other make big plays.
Not sure if you see any crossover film when you're prepping for a team, but Stanford throws all these jump balls. Do you get into Coach Baldwin's ear and say, hey, let's run some of that?
I mean, I'll prove it to him on Saturday, so right. We can get some more of those. But Coach Baldwin does a great job. He knows football at a high level, very smart, and I'm sure he's gonna cook up some good schemes for us on Saturday to make some big plays.
We saw down on that end, they had a red zone play for the Castles. I just wondered, during his true freshman year, do you see him developing at all into one of those guys with kind of catching radiuses that we're all talking about?
He went from being on scout team and giving them havoc every week to being with us to the 1 and 2 deep, having a big play on Saturday. And I think that's a testament to the culture of Cal, in terms of just like, it doesn't matter who you are, walk-on, freshman, scholarship, starter, scout team. If you can play, they're gonna find a way to get you on the field. And he's done that. He's proven himself, and then that's also a testament to to the tight end group, to Jake, Ian, Ray, those guys being the older guys in the room and helping him come along, teaching him the game, and him learning from them. So I think he has a very high ceiling. I think he's going to be another guy that's going to help Cal a lot, win a lot of football games in the future. And I'm proud of his development. And I hope that he continues to strive and make strides and become the best player he can be.
When we first talked to you, I don't know if you remember this, but you said you're looking at it as a 6-month business trip, right? To get and prepare yourself to get ready for the pros. Do you feel like you're closer to your next goal now?
Definitely, man. My progression as a football player has been tremendous. Even from the first day I got here to right now, even going back to my freshman year at Michigan to right now. I mean, I know my growth, and I've come a long, long way. And I'm proud of myself for that because I've been able to adapt to different situations, different coaching styles, different schemes, teams, things like that. And I think I've adjusted really well here. And also testament to Coach Edwards, man. He's been a big impact and big helpful to me in my game. Just like, playing the game at a high level, being productive when he was at Eastern Washington, and just being a big receiver like I am too. So he's helped me just, channel, different tools in my tool, but I didn't know I had until I got here. So I appreciate him for that a lot. And then just also being around like Conavai and Jordan and Vic, those guys are very, very talented. You know, so I learned things from their game as well and putting in my own game. So I'm definitely prepared for the next level. You know, once my off season is over, start training for the combine, things like that. But I just want to make sure I leave Cal on a high note with 2 W's, man. Win over Stanford and a win in a bowl game, and you know, finish season 9-4, man. So that's my biggest goal right now.
Thanks, Mo.
Thanks, Mo.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.